Hi, this is Wes.
This is Ka'shenia.
And we would like to welcome you to
The Underground GeekShack.
I almost said video game edition. I was real close.
I almost said it too. In my mind, I had to be like, Ka'shenia, don't say video game edition. Then when I heard you starting it, my mouth said,
We are not in the right space.
Alrighty guys, sorry about that. I mean, if you have, hopefully we'll soon be posting out those videos. We have been working on something in the background. You can say, in the background. I'm so sorry, guys.
This is just gonna be a bit with you, isn't it?
It is. Much like Persona 5, the backrooms is gonna become the new bit.
Oh gosh. But
oh my god.
We are gonna be talking about something that has been, I guess, for you, years in the making, because you decided to finally get caught up with the series.
Listen,
in and of itself.
You know what? Before we start ragging on me, Wes, I have a question for you.
All right, what is it? What you need to know?
What you
want to know?
Wesley, just because you have a special quirk doesn't mean you're a special person. He's just a kid.
Who are you talking about? We are both we are both adults here.
We are, but Izuku Midoriya is obviously not an adult. My god.
Were you about to say he's not a kid?
The English dictionary is really hard, okay? So
he's still a freshman.
That is so correct. Sorry, we're gonna get to that point here in a second. So we are going to be talking about My Hero Season 6.
Yep.
A caveat to this is towards the end, we will be getting into manga spoilers.
I will do my best.
Because I'm going to have Wesley, because Wes...
Hold back the reins, that is myself.
Because, Wesley, as of today, you are still caught up to the manga.
We are at chapter 405.
I think that's what you last told me.
405, 402, one of the two.
Yeah, we'll, put it in post if we get it wrong. But yeah, he is currently completely caught up.
Oh yeah, no, that much is true.
And I'm just like, man, I might have to actually jump into the manga now because...
405.
405. Okay. I might have to jump into the manga because in all honesty, Season 6, I was not ready for it and there was so much hype and now I'm just like, I just need to know what happens. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, because, alright, as the joke has been around here, I have waited so long to finally get caught up. It wasn't until this year, actually, that I decided to finally catch up to My Hero Academia. Because at the beginning of this year, I was only at the end of Season 3. And by the time we got to now, November, I have went through Seasons 4, 5, and finally Season 6. And my god, was Season 6 just, hey, guess what? We have you on a thin thread. This is your tension all day. This is your tension the entire series until we throw Midoriya into that bathtub.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god.
Now you understand how I felt the entire time.
Oh my god, because this was rough.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Just emotionally, this was a really, really rough season to get through. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, think about it. I'm going to have to bring out my notes here for a second because there was a lot that happened to this. I would have to say this is the one season where a lot of people died. A lot of people died, like a lot of pro heroes and stuff like that. Miss Midnight died. Mm-hmm. Magnificence? Majestic, sorry. I have a hard time remembering some of these guys' names.
Got them locked in.
I'm so glad you do. Majestic, he's dead.
Mm-hmm. My boy Crust, the shield hero who was a shield hero reference.
Rising of a shield hero. Another one is, so he's not a hero, but he still is very important in everyone's heart. Jean, or as we all know him, Twice.
Yeah, Jin.
That one.
BioWire. Yeah, him.
That one was really hard to get through, especially after you see how Toga reacts to it. Because, yes, the villains, they are villains. Mm-hmm. That makes sense, you know. They have done so many horrific things. Toga has murdered hundreds of people.
Oh, yeah.
But we still have to keep in mind that they are human. Mm-hmm. Much like how Toya, a.k.a. Dabi, has said at the end, you know, him revealing his family history and stuff like that, they're all just completely broken people.
Oh yeah, that much was apparent from the start.
Well, I mean, it's just, this is the season.
Okay, technically I shouldn't say from the start. From seeing each individual person's backstory, you can tell something's not off, but you can tell that something needs to be done.
Yeah.
If a hero stepped in, or even if the person just went to counseling, or if there was a work society counseling type deal,
Like,
someone might have been able to find help, aka Toga might be able to find help, instead of being ostracized and being told, oh, you are weird, why did we ever give birth to someone like you?
but I mean,
that's just one. Then you also
Yeah.
have the whole Toya situation where, yeah, I mean, we all know how Endeavor is. Let's be honest here. We all know
like
how
last
he is.
arc was Endeavor trying to get a redemption, and this is the continuation of it because he realized he has flaws in the past, but those flaws were thrown to his face when Toya, aka Dabi, revealed himself to be who he was.
Yeah, no, and so when even with Toya, with how sensitive his freaking fire quirk was, even if there was a freaking, I keep wanting to say counseling thing, but something needed to be done.
Something really did needed to be done.
For each individual, for Shigaraki, something could have been done.
Unfortunately, Shigaraki's whole thing was that his father despised heroes because he lost his mom because she became a hero.
And the fact that Nana Shimura had, Shigaraki's father, then which gave birth to Shigaraki, technically, we did have that whole situation of, the one old lady being like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure that the police officer or hero will come and help you out eventually. It's not the fact of, oh, nobody took the time to help. You got help, but you got help from the wrong person.
Yeah.
You got help from the number one person who was the last one to who was technically the first person to ever actually reach out their hand to help you.
But also,
now, if somebody sat here, I know going off on a tangent here, but it's kind of needed. It's the fact of, if somebody reached out their hand and just took Tenko to somewhere else and said, hey, we're here to help you.
Yeah.
We can help you figure out what is going on, how you can, still benefit from society. Tomura Shigaraki would not have taken root.
That's true.
Tenko still would have been Tenko. He no longer would have been called Shigaraki because Shigaraki is all for one's last name. You
know what? In all honesty, I feel bad because I kind of forgot the back half of season 5. Mm-hmm. So I almost forgot the entire story of Shigaraki. Mm-hmm. In all honesty. So the fact that you was able to remember these names, good on you, man. I'm so glad you're here because I'm just dang, when it comes to people's names, I am terrible. That's why half the time usually it's just Deku, because my brain is just Izuku Midoriya. What's wrong? You can't say it? I'm nope, Deku.
Katsuki Bakugo.
I am not calling him by his hero name. That's
Great Murder Explosion God Dynamite.
I am so mad that they didn't go with the fan name of Ground Zero.
Well, technically, I'd simplify his name to Dynamite.
No.
The only reason why.
Because it
pays homage. Not only does it pay homage to All Might, but what does Bakugo usually always say?
Well, he usually says AP shot and stuff like that.
Well, he always says die. Die.
Oh! Yo!
So...
died! I can see that. Okay, you know what?
Mm-hmm. I feel like that would be...
That's the best way to do that. Because I did not even think of that.
Not the whole great king god, explosion, murder god. That whole paragraph in and of itself can just be chucked out the window.
No, okay,
so... I'm calling you Dynamite from here on out.
So wait, no. So let me tell you. I've been in this fandom forever, right?
Same.
Okay. But I follow the artists and the fan fiction writers and stuff like that. Yes, I read My Hero Academia fan fiction just because I'm curious. But a lot of the times, because these are usually fast forward to what would they do if they were pro heroes and stuff like that. Bakugo's pro hero name that a lot of the fandom is just this makes sense.
Was Ground Zero.
It's Ground Zero.
I remember seeing that a lot when fan theories were coming about. Because seeing it as Ground Zero worked so well.
Because he blasts everything to Ground Zero. I'm just like, this is perfect. And then the official name is such crap that I'm just like, alright, Dynamite, I'll probably call him Dynamite, because if your reasoning's so much better. I'm just like, dang, that makes so much sense. But listen, I'm gonna refer to him as Dynamite or Ground Zero. I am not calling him King, Explosion, Murder, Death, whatever. That's too much. But moving on from the stupid hero name. I'm sorry, y'all. Just what?
Sorry. I sat here and wrote out the actual name. It's Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite.
No, let me tell you. So, Wesley, I was watching that episode where Gina said, Young Bakugo, have you finally come up with your name? And he said, yeah, we're going to give you a name, buddy.
Remember how Bakugo kept getting it, like, taken back and everything?
Yeah.
And then, he was like, Explosion God. And it's like, no.
No.
And then it's like, Murder Explosion God. No.
No.
No, Bakugo. No.
It keeps getting worse.
And then now when he says it out loud, I'm like, Bakugo, how long have you been planning this? And then just to add Dynamite onto the end of it, I'm like, okay, Dynamite's a good one. But the thing that made me laugh the most was everyone's reaction to it. But it's funny because when you see everyone's reactions, you see like lame, like
yeah, lame,
like,
terrible.
It's funny because Spinner's the one who says lame, but it's funny because when you see it in the manga, you say, what? That's a long name. That's ferocious. Big yikes. And then big yikes. It's not even in the manga. You don't even see big yikes. You just see from Nejire, it's like, man, that's a long name. And then you have like Mr. Compress is like, that's a trash name. Like, what are you talking about? And then it's funny because Lemillion's like, that's a funny name. But I'm like, all right.
Oh, also, I'm so happy that Lemillion's back in the fight. Like, he's back in the fray.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like so first off, we skipped over the whole summary of this thing, where we're supposed to go into things in order.
Oh,
Oh, well. I mean, you basically know, we try to stop Shigaraki from becoming complete. We almost...
Mirko gets technically, I'm gonna say this now, whoever sat here and animated all of the shots from Mirko,
they did an amazing job. Oh my god.
That's how you know they are a Mirko fan.
Oh, Wesley, I wonder why they're such a Mirko fan, Wes.
Shoot, I'm a Mirko fan. What are you talking about?
She has the assets. Yeah! I'm so sorry.
But she also has the bronze to back it up.
Oh my god, that woman could probably crack me in half, and I'm just kind of like, I accept this.
She has the brains and the bronze to back it up.
Oh my god. Yeah.
We will leave it at
First
that.
off, she's so quick-witted.
Mm-hmm.
How she was like, no, I have to keep going, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. But she even knew, okay, so, yes, when I first saw images of her, everyone was just kind of like, this is female version of Bakugo.
Which, technically, yes.
Yes, but she has the ferocity of Bakugo,
Mm-hmm.
but she knows when she needs to back off.
She knows when she needs to get out of there.
She does.
Because, like, when she was, like, booking it, she was like, alright, my instincts have kicked in. I need to get out of here.
She said, you know what? It's time for me to go. And what's so funny.
And she fought through the pain. She got an arm ripped off. Got, like, cut through the freaking foot. Like,
wait, her arm didn't get ripped off. Well, yeah, no, it's broken.
Like,
it's not ripped off. Wes. Listen, the only one who lost a limb, as far as I know,
as far as you know,
is freaking...
As far as she knows, is Aizawa.
Freaking boss that is Aizawa. Did you see? He said, thank you, because now I know not to hold back. Ching! I'm just like, with a pocket knife, you the cleanest cut I've ever
Not even a pocket knife. Like, yo, my boy took over a full-on steak knife.
He said, don't worry, now I know not to hold back. Ching!
He was like, alright, bet. And then
hesitation.
That split second is all that Shigaraki needed.
But wait, so before going on with that, I'm still caught up with Mirko, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, her quirk, literally, as President Mike says it, rabbit.
Pretty much anything a rabbit can do.
What's so funny is that when you hear most people talk about rabbits, they're like, oh, they're like soft-kitty animals and stuff like that. They could never hurt, they can't hurt a fly. Oh my god. They made the most ferocious I never thought I could say this in my life, bloodthirsty rabbit I've ever seen.
They put blood seed to shame.
Oh, yeah, they put blood seed to shame. Oh my god. Because Mirko she's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so, her quirk is rabid. One would think, okay, that's so weak. She has the kicks. She has the ferocity of a predator. Like, she went on the hunt. She said, oh, I'm not being hunted down. You're the one being hunted down.
Yeah.
Like, that is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. If someone said, this is a rabbit, her name is Mirko.
Run!
Because it's just amazing.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. I also like all of her attacks, too.
All of them. And you know what? So what's really interesting, I think you might know this, too. So, it's a lot in Asian culture and stuff like that. Specifically, at the moment, I can think of Chinese culture, how rabbits have a big association with the moon.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think one of their moon spirits is supposed to be a rabbit, and they live on the moon.
Yeah.
So, the fact that most of her stuff was, like, lunar, something, I was just kind of like, they did their homework. They did it. Never mind the fact that they're Japanese, but they did it.
I give all credit to Horikoshi.
Horikoshi, you did your homework. But, I mean, like, Mirko, she's amazing. The fact that her quirk is just rabbit, literally, that's all it is rabbit, freaking great. But, okay, so, let's talk about the trials and tribulations that we felt throughout this entire season, right? So, first off, like I said, at the beginning, there were so many fights. I want to say, other than, because, let's be honest, when it came to, like, the tournament arc and stuff like that. Tournament arc!
Sorry, Gig. We stole your bit.
We're GeekShack fans. So other than those, where they're like, yeah, they're fights, but, I mean, yeah, they kind of put the emphasis on, yeah, these are kind of like fights for your lives type things. It was just, how do I put this? This was the season with, like, the most bloodthirsty fights. We're not talking about tournament.
Yeah,
we're not talking about class.
We literally had a man lose an eye.
Yeah, and we're not talking about class A versus class B, even though those were like all individual fights. This was intense fights. Like, first off, pros versus the Liberation Front.
Oh,
both,
yeah. No,
both the front guard and the rear guard. So we had two teams today.
Yeah, that point, you got charge bolt. Like, the other dude came walking out. He was like, "All right, I'ma fry all of you." Thundernet. And I'm like, what the heck is the Thundernet gonna do against
And Kaminari said, I got you.
And as soon as that happened, I was like, yeah, all of you were done for.
Yeah, y'all screwed. And then also find out that Kaminari and freaking Jiro are dating. Bro.
Great.
That was nice. But, so the fight, I call this a fight to contain Shigaraki. It's them going against the doctor and all the Nomus within the laboratory.
Oh, all the high end going after.
Yeah. So all the high ends versus the pros inside the hospital. So a fight within the hospital. And then when Shigaraki gets out,
technically you call the high ends the ones that are going up against Mirko.
And then there were like the mid high ends or whatever. Yeah, the naming conventions of the Nomu got weird after a minute. Then we have, I call it Deku versus Shigaraki, but it's truly Deku, Endeavor, Todoroki, and Bakugo.
It became Deku versus Shigaraki when he was in the air.
When he was in the air, but at first it was the boys against Shigaraki. And then we had Aizawa right there. He says, I'm in the fight. The next fight that was there, I call it a fight, but I know it's mostly a fight within himself. I call it the Endeavor versus Toya. Why did I didn't put down Toga. My writing is trash.
No, but I get it. The Endeavor versus Toya fight. Basically, the Dobby's dance of everything.
Dobby's dance.
In which he isn't wrong, per se.
He had the right to want to get his story out there.
Yeah.
The way he did it, that was the most I
still remember.
You know what?
No, go ahead.
Sorry, my hero is doing the Demon Slayer treatment of making me hate somebody so vividly or whatever. I can't think of the word because I felt, I'll be quite honest. I know hatred is a strong word.
No, I'm waiting for you to explain this.
I despised Endeavor with my entire being.
Oh no, that much is apparent from the first time we ever talked about My Hero.
But then, when we got into season 5, when I'm like, okay, so he's trying to get better. He wants to get better. You can tell that he's really, really trying. And then to this, where he became absolutely destroyed by what Toya has said, he's so happy that his son is alive, but he knows that he's messed up so badly that the aspects of even him trying to he can't reconcile with Toya. He can try to reconcile with Shoto. He can try to reconcile with Shoto's brother and sister. Unfortunately, I can't remember.
You're talking about with not
Fumi?
Fumi and Natsuo.
Natsuo. Thank you. Like, he can try to, and he's tried to with Natsuo, and Natsuo is just kind of like, I'm trying, but, you know, I still hate you. Mm-hmm. Understandable. And he can try to reconcile with Rei, because she wants to try to reconcile. Will she ever love him? I don't know. But, you know, he can try. But with Dabi, aka Toya, there's absolutely, at this point in time, no reconciliation. And when we saw the past,
the only thing you can do at that point is basically just take them on together. Because, I mean, if you actually think about it, right? What's their one weakness?
Their feelings. Their emotions.
No, the one weakness is ice.
Well,
I mean, he's a fire-based quirk.
Yeah.
How do you put out fire?
With water.
So, that being said, why don't we just hit him with a bunch of ice cubes?
Why don't we get Koda on the field? Squirt, squirt!
But, like, you know, we got that whole situation. We got the whole thing of Bakugo getting skewered.
Oh, yeah, he get freaking skewered? Yeah. And I thought for a second, I was like, this ain't the part where he dies.
I remember back when Shane and I did our talk about that for the manga. But, like, we people die. Most times we laugh, we joke. It's a lighthearted type of thing. But let's be honest here. People die.
There was a lot of people that died.
We lost Majestic. We lost Cross. When it hit to the decay with... I'm going too fast. My mind's going a million miles a minute.
Well, no, because that's how this season was.
So, there's a... Remember the dude with the laser?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Remember how he just...
Yeah, he got dusted.
Because Shigaraki...
He said, freezing.
Got up.
Wesley, he said, night.
But Shiggy basically said, oh, I'm so cold. Hey, mind if I steal your jacket for a minute?
He literally said,
crush, and then
I'm freezing.
X-Less's freaking cape and said, alright, I'm dripped out now.
No, Wesley, you know what he did? It's the epitome of a couple's in bed, one stole the covers. Shiggy's just kind of like, I said, I'm cold.
And he sat there, he took out X-Less, and then all he did was touch the ground.
Yep.
He touched the ground.
And
everything just wiped. I felt bad for the ground unit, because everyone was dead.
Anyone who was touching the ground.
Everyone who was on the ground was a goner.
But wait a second.
Pixie Bob was almost a goner.
Pixie Bob almost died. I'm so glad Pixie Bob didn't die.
She sat there and used her freaking mud quirk, and you do realize that since the decay hit the mud, right? And it's anything else that little piece of mud would have hit would have instantly decayed someone else or anything else.
That I was trying to remember what his power up was the fact that anything that Shiggy touches and anything that thing touches would cause decay. I'm surprised. So, I mean, we can see that there is a radius. It's a very large radius. He can take down cities, and we've seen that.
Yeah. Oh, no, that much is
apparent. The fact that that's basically a never-ending destruction.
Mm-hmm. And
he said, oh, don't worry. I was going to kill everybody. I would keep those that I want to keep alive. And I'm just
that basically meant, Liberation Army, you're going to stay alive. League, you're staying alive. Heroes, yeah, you guys are done.
Yeah, the fact that he's able to control his decay now. Mm-hmm. Like, that's
crazy. It no longer takes all 5 fingers.
That's right.
Yeah.
He can actively decide now.
I remember when we were all like, oh, it only takes all 5 fingers for Shiggy to decay something. I don't know why my voice turned in that much, but it takes all 5 fingers.
Everyone thinks about how Shiggy talks.
And then, he's like, yeah, no. And then the fact of you sitting here, we boxing, we throwing hands, and then you literally have a gash right from here outward, taking off your shoulder.
Yep. When his regeneration power isn't working.
His regen ain't working, even though it should have been. It's the fact of, your body is now like Deku's.
I love that comparison.
When Deku first got One for All, his body
couldn't take it.
Right?
And now
that one for all, or freaking all for one, is now inside of Shigaraki. Shigaraki's body can't sit here and handle the strain that all the quirks that he had from all those years is taking a real big toll on his body.
And then if we think back to the conversation, I know this happens after our fight with Shigaraki, but when we go into that conversation that Deku was having within his mind, and they're all talking about how the guy with danger sense, he was the longest one that's lived. Mm-hmm. He died of old age. When it came to everyone else, they said, oh yeah, we started having cracks appear in our bodies. Mm-hmm. And it's because, and they said a perfectly good thing. The reason why All Might was able to live so long was because he was quirkless. He didn't have a vessel full of anything. So he could hold as much as he needed to before passing it on.
Because if you have a quirk, and then you get one for all bestowed upon you, it starts to
overflow.
Your body is not going to be able to handle that amount. It's only good for one thing. If you have one quirk, your body is adjusted to that quirk. It is literally like what they said at the start of MHA. The quirk is basically a part of you.
Yeah.
Now that you have a part of you and then another extension of yourself, outside source, then you get that outside source. Your quirk factor gets swallowed up into one for all.
And
but it's like, I mean, that's a good thing and all. But then you're just like, my lifespan has just been shortened.
And it's really interesting how when we look back at All Might, when it came to what quirks, it's interesting because, yeah, I know he was quirkless, but he couldn't even, tap into the other quirks that Deku can. Deku can tap into,
I'm pretty sure. So, at this moment, when current West is talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring in Vigilantes here for a little bit.
Okay. So, wait. Here's the thing. I've only read a little bit of Vigilantes. I'm just letting the audience know.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've only read a little bit of Vigilantes. You've read all of them.
I've read all of Vigilantes.
Yeah.
So there's a moment in Vigilantes where it's like they're talking about All Might, and this is how you know All Might became more and more prevalent in Japan and everything. Mm-hmm. So this is way after he went overseas, he came back and everything. Mm-hmm. There's a moment where, so you know how Deku has danger sense.
Yeah.
All Might has what he calls his All Might sense. Okay. Which is technically what we think All Might's using is danger sense. He just renamed it as All Might sense. As Might sense. It's literally just his little antennas.
Shut up.
It's literally just
Shut up.
Because it's not like, it shows when it's not like, with Deku where it shows the freaking thing, and he goes, and he's like, oh, there it is again. That's why, he
doesn't do the Peter Parker.
And so, if something goes on, he's like, oh, gotta go, I'll be back, and then there's a moment, like I said, my mind's going 1 million miles a minute, but there's a moment, right? All Might decides, I'm gonna go have dinner with Sakauchi, right?
Explain who Sakauchi is.
Sakauchi is his best friend, the one that's leading the detective.
Oh, the detective. Okay, yeah.
So he goes, yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta go to the bathroom real quick. So he steps out, goes all the way across freaking Japan, saves someone, runs all the way back, and by this time, he's kept up his appearance. So he gets back dressed up like usual. And at this current moment, he leaves and he comes back. He's still in his All Might uniform.
Brother,
he's still in his All Might uniform, and he goes to sit back and just go back to eating.
Sakauchi knows.
And Sakauchi looks at him. And he goes, All Might. He goes, you're All Might, aren't you? He goes, no. What make you think that?
Boy.
And he goes, because you're still in costume, my boy. And then All Might looks down. He goes,
well, now you know my secret.
I'm actually All Might's secretary. He just lent this to me.
Oh my god! No, wait! Don't tell me anything else. I need to read this.
So
Vigilante sounds like a comedy, boy.
Yeah, but the only thing was that my only comparison was the fact that All Might back in the day had what he called his might sense, where... So what I'm getting at is All Might potentially used danger sense.
Yeah, he probably used some of the quirks that was in there.
He probably couldn't access Black Whip. He probably couldn't access Float.
Because, I mean, we haven't had any type of visuals of that.
Yeah.
The only thing we've seen him use was superpower, as we call it. Because
super strength.
Yeah, super strength. But that's the thing, was like, if you think back...
Oh, snap.
Oh, no.
I just thought of it. Remember,
he has a theory.
So, remember back in episode 1?
Okay.
When Deku was, thanking All Might for, signing the notebook and everything. What did we see All Might doing consecutively? Moving up and down in one motion.
Fajin! He was using Fajin!
He's just doing that rapidly. And then he said, well, gotta go, bye, and then just jumps off. And we're just supposed to take that as, oh yeah, that's just super strength. When Deku now has unlocked Fajin.
You know what's so interesting, Wesley? Now that you say that, it makes... Well, hold on. There's still a question to all of this, okay?
We're gonna wrap back around to that question.
We're coming back. I know we're kind of jumping ahead. We've gone past the whole... Okay, so, you know what? Up to this point, they broke into Tartarus.
Shiggy, my boy, sat there, and, he has All For One's consciousness with him. And he breaks his other half out.
So we're getting away from that.
Not only Shigaraki, Lady Naga, we also got freaking Muscular. I'm calling all of them out. We got Muscular, we got freaking Stain. Yes, my boy Stain is alive.
He only goes back for a moment.
Then we got freaking Overhaul.
Yeah. And then we have Overhaul, but he's running around with who I'm going to talk about now, Lady Naga. So at this point, we're figuring out the different quirks that Deku has inside of him. He has Danger Sense, he has Smokescreen, he has Black Whip, he has One For All. All for one.
One for all.
One for all. He has One For All. He has Float. He has Fajin. He has...
I think you're at 7 now? Yeah, you use the Fajin.
Smokescreen, Danger Sense, Black Whip, Fajin, Float.
That's 5.
All for one. One for all.
Oh. Did you say Fajin?
I did.
Alright, yeah, so...
There's like a total of 9... No, he's the 9th user.
He's the 9th user, so he has like 8 quirks.
You should have 8 quirks. Mm-hmm. But there's only 7. Because if we're doing that thing... Because technically, All Might doesn't have a quirk. He's supposed to be quirkless.
Mm-hmm.
But why was it that when Deku first got the hold of One For All, All For One... No, One For All.
One For All.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Ofa. But when he got that power, the first thing he was able to do was the same thing that All Might was able to do.
Mm-hmm.
And All Might technically is supposed to be quirkless. So where did the super strength come from?
Because All Might's had it the longest.
Yeah, All Might's had it the longest.
He
didn't have a quirk to begin with.
No. So he didn't have a quirk to begin with. Once he got One For All, he cultivated it, and it became his. So that meant that he turned One For All's power into his own.
So then
that's how he came about having super strength.
So
that's how he got super strength. That's how he was able to do all this stuff. He boxed with Gran Torino, then got sent off to the U.S. and
ship, my boy.
And then he had to do a lot. Not only, I'm also bringing this into play too. 2 Heroes. That's the movie with Melissa Shield. So that's pretty much it. All right, editor Wes, out.
So we're talking about how he had the gauntlets from overseas.
He got the gauntlet from overseas. Being the person who made it was Melissa Shield. Melissa Shield, daughter of David Shield. End it right there.
Yep.
What was the second thing?
I think you started to talk about Heroes Rising, but technically we haven't seen that in the anime yet. We haven't seen any pictures of 9. We don't know about the existence. But World's mission has been mentioned because we saw Salam. Freaking Salam. He did cultivate superpower. He cultivated super strength.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh. Got it. So when All Might get it together, Wes. When All Might goes to America, that's when he meets David Shield.
Yes.
And then there's a moment where there's a robbery going on. All Might steps in.
Yeah.
And give me a second. The enemies are going after this one. They're like making a stampede, going through trying to get away from All Might, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so there's a car sitting in the way. This car has 2 parents and 2 little girls.
Oh no!
And so All Might.
I know what you're finna get to. You're finna talk about Stars and Stripes.
She's still related in this point. And we do technically see her.
Our hero already left.
We do technically see her
at the end
of the season.
Yeah.
So that's the way how you can make that comparison.
Yeah. No,
those are the only 2 movies I wanted to say.
The reason why he's bringing this up is because I've made the argument that I said I'm disappointed. The only thing I'm really disappointed with My Hero Academia is that they've made no real connections to the movies. Like, I'm like, is the movies canon? Are they not? And I was like, it's okay if they're not canon, but I mean, they're making it seem like it's supposed to be canon. Now he's giving me the details of they're canon, and I'm just like, okay, I understand. I'm sorry that I've upsetted you.
I'm sorry.
I see how now this is canon. But back to so enough theory crafting, because
right, so we already got through the whole Lady Nagat thing.
Well, we're about to.
So we get to Lady Nagat. We're gonna just skip straight to Lady Nagat. We skipping through this. Lady Nagat happens. Bullets be flying, Deku be dodging, and
the interesting thing about Lady Nagat is that this is the first time we're fighting a villain that actually was once a hero.
Yes.
Because all the villains we fought so far, they're just straight up bad.
And this is the first time that Deku actually has to visibly see the world, not as black and white, but in the morally gray area.
And he's even admitted that. He says, as my time as a student, as my time as a hero, I have learned that the world is not black and white as I thought it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
We are always in morality gray. I'm just kind of like, okay, cool.
Yeah. He's
growing up as a hero, because now he's finally seeing, the world isn't black and white.
Yeah.
So then she's just kind of like, she get hit with that Deku syndrome. That Deku virus. Everyone's just like bright-eyed and I want to be a hero.
Everyone gets hit with that Talk No Jutsu from Deku.
I know.
And
he uses that Talk No. He uses it. He does have a quirk. He's able to change hearts, buddy.
Yeah, Naruto was able to do the same thing. Look where that got.
He became Hokage.
But like,
and he lost an arm.
That whole thing, I mean, true. But like, that whole thing happens. Nagat gets blown up. We ain't gonna lie. She gets blown up. She survives.
She still lives.
She survives somehow. She survives. I guess Deku decided to give her some of that plot armor.
Yeah, I know, right?
And so that happens. So Lady Nagat gets captured.
We find out Chizaki is still a thing.
Yeah. For All For One is like, you're next, Deku. I'm coming after you, my boy.
Deku has an absolute kaboom. He has an absolute breakdown. He then becomes what I call Dark Deku.
That's technically not even what you call him. Well, the entire community calls him Dark Deku at this point.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm not the only one. Cool.
We all call him Dark Deku.
So, Dark Deku now becomes a thing.
Everyone, even you hear it from society. They're like, everyone's like, did you hear? There's a hero going around, but he doesn't even look like a hero. He looks more like a villain.
He has multiple quirks. Isn't he a Nomu? But wait,
isn't he like All For One? Isn't he working for All For One?
Yeah.
And then we gotta jump to my favorite moment. Class 1A.
I would say the moment everybody
Deku.
Was talking about, the thing I was seeing on TikTok all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Class A versus Deku. Now that was a fight for the freaking ages because, oh my god, yes, everyone, and I remember seeing all the reactions of like, Deku should have beaten Class A. Here's the thing.
Most times, like, even if you see it now on
and
YouTube
he's even
and
talked about
people,
it. Yeah.
People have said like, "Oh, Deku wouldn't be washing Class A." And I'm like, no. If Deku was,
here's the thing.
This is what people
Deku
was
sleep deprived.
He hasn't eaten. Tired.
He hasn't.
Not hungry. Not hungry. No, he's hungry.
He's hungry. He's tired. He hasn't slept for days. He hasn't taken a rest. He's been using his quirks. Yes, quirks. He's learned how to use multiple of them at once. At this moment, I think he only used 3 at once. Mm-hmm. But He's been using his quirks nonstop, specifically Black Whip. He's been keeping that one out the longest. Yeah. So, I mean...
But, like, if he was actually, like, well-fed, rested, and, in the right headspace, he would have bodied.
He would have bodied Class A.
He would have bodied Class A.
And I agree with the fact that he lost, because you want to know why? He was really, really tired. And I don't want to say Class A had plot armor. It would needed no, he was tired. He deserved it. Right?
Deku wasn't actually trying to fight Class A.
He was trying to get away, yeah.
He was trying to get out of there.
Because he doesn't want to hurt them. Because he literally says, I don't want any of you guys to get killed. And they were just like, no, we know what you're going through. We can fight together. We can get through this. And he's like, they're after me. If you come between me and him, you all are going to die. And they said, Deku, we're not the ones that needs to be protected right now.
Yeah.
That was the thing that's hit me the most. And the fact that we have actual canon confirmation of Bakugo saying, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yo, that was a lot to read in the manga. Not gonna lie. And when that came out, he was like, yo, I bullied you from the start.
Yeah, I have to say. Yeah, he said, I've always been told that I am good. That I have a superiority complex. He's even admitted that himself. Mm-hmm. Him going through the ages of him multiply saying, I am sorry for what I've done for you. That was a really good touch, by the way. But him constantly saying, I kept putting you down so that you wouldn't have the heart to get back up because you had no right to do that. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, for you to, get powerful and then to go above me, I am the one who's supposed to be protecting you.
Yeah.
So I am sorry. When I heard that, I said, yo, it's a wrap. Everyone pack it up. I never thought this was going to be how the world ends, but Bakugo actually said, I'm sorry, and he said, I am sorry, Izuku Midoriya. I was like, bro, get out of here.
Not a, I'm sorry, nerd. None of what he usually says. I'm sorry, Izuku.
The genuinity.
I was like, okay.
The fact that there was no anger or frustration on his face, it was, I am contemplating. This is all seriousness. The fact that his face was so mellow, and I was just like, who is this kid that I'm looking at right now? Looking at the Bakugo from the beginning of this series.
Also, Bakugo's quirk awakened a little bit because he was on the verge of death.
Yeah.
I wanted to put that part in there.
Unfortunately, I do know of some manga spoilers, which we'll be talking about here in a little bit. I know about Bakugo's manga spoilers.
I mean, yeah, of course you know about Bakugo's manga spoilers. Because I looked it up. Right. The one thing I wanted to talk about real quick.
Yeah.
Stain.
Stain is a freaking man.
When Stain is talking to All Might, and,
he says, I don't know who you are. You're impersonating the name that is All Might.
Yeah. And I love when the woman comes to clean off the All Might statue and it says, I am not here.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And, she's like, here we go again. And she's like constantly cleaning. And then the thing that Stain had said was the fact of, yeah, you have your own life, but yet you are here to also make sure that others after you can continue on. Once you are gone, it is no longer your job to look after them. You did all you could.
That was the strongest speech. And it's interesting how he even said, yes, I am Stain, the hero killer, the one who's killed 30 pro heroes. Mm-hmm. I am the one that is here. Like, even All Might said this. He was like, yeah, the hero killer was the one to come and help us in our darkest need, at our time of need. Yep. Also, before we get back to that, I just want to let off the anger that I have towards that one guy that was in the freaking crowd. So yeah, they like, okay, cool. We were able to secure the package. The eagle is in the nest. This is when they're able to get back Deku. But now they have to get back to UA. Well, UA has been turned into a shelter to help the people.
Well, it's not just UA. It's UA and it's also Shiketsu.
Other schools that have hero courses was what they said.
Yeah, like Shiketsu.
But yeah, Shiketsu. Mm-hmm. Shiketsu specifically. Yeah. Because Shiketsu is the UA of South?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be Hokkaido or something like that.
Yeah.
No, that's North. Anyway. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, let's talk about his return to UA. And everyone was just
Nobody wanted to let him in.
Nobody wanted to let him in. My girl Ochiko said, stand back. I gotta protect my man. That's where the thing I said at the beginning was, just because you have a special quirk doesn't mean you're a special person. He's just a kid. That was going hard. That freaking one guy, he was like, so you want us to suffer? He said, so you want us to look like him? Huh? You want us to be tired and beat up?
You want us to roll around in the dirt? And I was like, okay, my dude,
I wanted to run up to him. I wanted to jump into the anime, go over to him, sock him in the face, and I'll be like, shut up! Do you not see? Literally, I was so tired of that one guy speaking up. I was so happy when he started to say something. Ochiko, cut him off. I was just like, go girl, because I'm finna hop through this screen right now.
Also, the man from the very beginning, from the first episode.
Yeah, the 3-star, the trigger guy. I saw the stars. I know where he came from.
But, like, the one thing I was gonna say was, I like the fact that Koda ran over to Deku.
Yes!
Not only the fact that Koda ran over to him, Koda and that giant woman, too. They both ran over.
Of classic man D. My woman got the cake, the whole bakery back there.
But, like, you know, because I like how she remembers Deku as my crybaby hero.
Yep, my crybaby. And I'm
like, alright, that kind of fits. But it's like, with Koda, it's just like, Koda was like, yo, Deku, it's alright, we're here for you. And I'm like, look at Koda being a man.
And look at Koda in the red shoes. You know why he has the red shoes.
Exactly.
Boy. But, I was so happy when, they shut him up. Because I was just like, God, I want to be in this anime so I could just be like, ah! And
then, Deku finally got reunited with his mom and everything, which was really good to see.
And then he finally got a bath.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Inko had died.
No, Inko could never die. No.
Because when Gigantomachia was going on his rampage, and you saw Inko with the bike.
Oh yeah, one of the towns that he was going through.
And you see the dust cloud in the back, and you're like, she's gonna die.
Oh my god!
Literally, all of us in the when we were reading the manga, and we saw that, and we were like, "Oh, she's dead." We were like, "She's dead."
So let me tell you what made me so happy was when I saw Bakugo's mom trying to comfort Inko, because I mean, let's be quite honest, we don't know much about Deku's family life, because we know I know there's a theory about his dad actually being off for one or something like that. I forgot what the actual theory was.
I mean, we get the fact that his dad works overseas. His dad works overseas and uses a fire quirk. That's the only thing we know.
The only thing we know is that he has a fire quirk. Are you saying he's Endeavor? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Todoroki and Endeavors. And Deku are secretly siblings.
Golly, I'm gonna need you to chill.
I mean, he does have blue eyes. No, he has
green eyes. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. But wait, no, sorry. So, being serious, going back onto track.
The home life.
Seeing that side, because, we're rooting for Deku to become a hero. But, taking this from, a family's point of view, she became so worried when she had to hear, Deku wasn't coming back to UA. She knew that.
As soon as he told her, I'm not going back to UA.
She's
that's
honey,
gonna hurt you.
She said, honey, I'm so proud of you, but I want you to know you're still just a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to think back to it. Oh my God. His mother, she was just happy having a normal son. Mm-hmm. She was just, it hurt her because she felt like she's failed because he wanted a quirk so badly. Because he wanted to become a hero. She was happy that, he has a quirk. It was a late awakening, as she said it. But she just wants her son.
Yeah.
And then that's when you remember, oh my God, he literally is just a kid. He's only a freshman in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He is just a kid. And she is so worried about what's going to happen to her son. Her son has to deal with such a life. So hold on. What I'm trying to get at here is, we really don't get a lot of, when it comes to a lot of animes of people saving the world, let's think back to Naruto and stuff like that. his parents aren't alive.
His
But
parents died during the freaking invasion.
I know! And you think back to Monkey D. Luffy. I mean, I think his mother was the only one that was alive, but we really don't see much mentions of her. Who was another one of the big three? Bleach. Ichigo.
His mother died.
His mother died. His dad was part of the secret society that he was in, the Reaper Society. So, you know, he already knew the dangers that come along with this. Inko is just a mom.
Yeah.
She didn't go out there to become a hero.
She's literally just a mother that can only make little objects float to her. That's pretty much
she
the only
is
thing.
as civilian as things can be. So this is literally, she's an outsider looking into the pro life. Her son is a pro hero. It's not the same thing as, you know, my son became a pop idol and stuff like that. You know, he's famous everywhere. Yeah, your son is famous. Some people absolutely hate him. And when they were rejecting him to come in, she broke down because she's like, I am his mother and I can't protect him.
Right? She really wanted just to see.
That's all she wants. She doesn't care that he has this special quirk, that he has the ability to save the entire world. All she literally wants to do is just see her son.
Yep.
And sorry, that's what I was getting at, was just the fact that she is as normal as a person can be, for her to only be in the background and be like, I can't do what a mother can do, and that's protect her son.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sorry, that was the thing I was getting at. I felt strong emotions.
Alright, well, to wrap this up, let's see. What was the last thing we needed to talk about?
Well, Deku got thrown into a bath. So
he got bathed. We finally got an apology.
Yeah.
To All Might. All Might finally made it back to UA.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we
Stars
finally get to see the one and the only #1 hero from America, Star and Strike herself.
And I can't wait to see that, especially with some of the things that you told me. So, I know this is late for me to say this, but we're about to get into manga spoilers right now. Because I have 3 questions that I would like to ask Wesley. 2 of them are more theorizing questions of what I believe he should do. But the first one is going to be manga spoilers. So first off, if you don't want to know what Deku's last quirk is within One for All,
or if you don't want to know any of what I'm about to say, you can click off now.
Click off now.
This would be the best time for you to click off.
I'm going to go ahead and give you the whole comment, and subscribe. You know,
like, comment, and subscribe, please. It helps out the channel a lot. Leave a comment down below if you think we're doing a good job. If you're
excited for season 7, let us know down in the comments.
Who is your favorite hero or villain of the My Hero universe?
But other than that,
we will see you next time. For those of you who decide to click off.
Yeah, for those of you who are staying on, here are the 3 questions that I'll be asking Wesley. He can give me as much manga spoilers as he wants, except for the last 2 that I'm going to ask him. So the first one, Wesley, what is Deku's last quirk and how does it work? I know that you've told me, but explain this to the audience.
So, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
His last quirk can alter reality. It's called Gear Shift.
Yep.
Gear Shift how do I put this? Think of it in a car. You know how you have park, reverse.
Yeah. The Prindle stick.
The Prindle. Think of that, but on a cellular level.
Yes.
And the fact that you can make your body stop. If you're in a fight, you can legit make your body stop midair with nothing going on. You can instantly just teleport straight to your opponent, land 3 consecutive punches on him, and your opponent doesn't feel anything. Once you take Gear Shift off, your opponent gets flown back to the wall.
So here's the thing. I told Wesley that he can tell me what it is. I don't want to know what the repercussions are. For those of you who read, you know what the repercussions are. Because this was the one thing that I wanted to keep secret to me. I wanted to know what his last quirk was. But I know that each quirk has a repercussion. And I can imagine there's something very serious with that one. And I don't want to know right now. Cool. So we're going to continue on to the next one. And you know what? I'll allow you to give me some spoilers. Because I don't know if this is in any of the recent ones. But does he deserve to be saved? Now, I know that we had this conversation within a canon event. When I'm bringing that in.
This is your canon event.
This is the thing that's happened, the talk between Deku, when he was waking up in the hospital and stuff like that, with the other vestiges of One for All, of like, Deku, in order to save, you need to kill Shigaraki.
That's what everyone is saying.
That was what everyone was saying. But then it turns out, this was a test. We will follow you no matter what decision you make and stuff like that. So, in your opinion, should Shigaraki be saved?
Yes.
Alright then. Now, why do you say that? Are you saying it because of what Deku said?
I'm saying it because, here's the thing, because Tenko did nothing wrong. I mean, yes, he killed his family, but outside of that, he was manipulated from the very beginning.
The game was rigged from the start.
He was manipulated from the moment All for One laid eyes on him and took him in. He was manipulated.
Yes.
So, yeah. Even if it's just Deku getting a chance to talk to Tenko.
And we even
to see what Tenko actually wants.
And we see in the intro opening of the second part of the season, when Shigaraki's shell is, blasted away, it's Tenko.
Yeah.
The kid.
Yeah.
That's the one that Deku wants to save.
Yeah.
So I can see that. That makes complete sense to me. That's so sad. Sorry, I'm thinking about it. Okay, so the last one. What is going to happen to this society? I mean, as we see it right now.
I don't know.
But take your guess. So Hero Society completely destroyed. We only have a few heroes that are actually heroes. A lot of heroes have quit.
The society was built upon by one person, All Might.
Yeah.
If we have a group and we basically now have a firmer foundation than what we originally had. Our original foundation was a stick.
Yes.
That stick is All Might.
Yeah.
That stick broke.
And we could tell when he broke, society slowly started to crack apart.
Yeah. So, we have a firmer foundation to build upon.
Yes.
No longer is it one person. You can have multiple people take on one burden.
Yeah. And we even see that.
Which I feel would be a lot better instead of it just being, let's do the same thing we did last time. Let's all depend on Deku. Let's all depend on such and such and such.
They're all learning that now is, if one can't do everything by himself. Mm-hmm. Like we learned that with that fight between Class 1A versus Deku. Mm-hmm. He's learned that he can't do this by himself.
Yeah.
He literally almost died to the puppeteer, the Domineer?
The puppeteer.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Like, he's learned that. And now he knows, I need to lean upon others. And maybe if other people see it that way as well, how maybe we shouldn't just lean on one person. Like, the whole ranking thing and stuff like that. Yes, I could see Japan loves their rankings. They love their rankings.
Yep.
It's a Japanese thing.
Even till this day, Bakugo still probably remains number one.
Oh yeah, he's the most favorited, he's the top favorited character in My Hero Academia. But, I mean, just the whole ranking system, the merchandise, like, All Might was forgotten as a human being. He was seen as an idol.
Yeah.
So I get that, where society will probably, I'm hoping society learns they can't just depend on one person.
Yeah.
They do have to, do everything together. Mm-hmm. So yeah, those were my questions. Overall, this season was really intense. I cannot wait for the next season, and maybe the next season will be the last season.
Possibly. That's something.
Last season, and maybe because I know there was a movie that was said to be in the works.
Oh, okay.
I thought I read that somewhere. I could be wrong.
We'll figure it out when we get to it.
Yeah.
But
let's just hope they don't pull a Demon Slayer. We already said our ending before, but again, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you're excited for Season 7. And tell us what you liked about Season 6.
Also, who is your favorite hero or villain of Season 6? Till then, thank you for visiting us.
And we hope you enjoyed your visit to the Underground Geek Shack. See you guys!